Welcome back to JH Diesel. We're on the road to Ultimate Callout Challenge, and we're off the road to Ultimate Callout Challenge. We're on our way. We're about 4 hours from the house, and the RV started acting up. I'm not sure what's going on yet. It's throwing check engine light and depower in the RV. So we got somebody coming with a scan tool right now to come and scan this thing, see what's going on. Hopefully it's nothing major. I honestly feels like fuel to me. I'm worried that the injection pump is going out. It's got a kind of like an old VP44 pump style, so it worries me because those pumps were notorious for issues on the pickup trucks. They call it, I think, a CAPS pump, C-A-P-S. So we got a guy coming with a scan tool right now. Scan it. I don't have a 9-pin connector scan tool with me, so we got him coming right now to see what code it's throwing. Hopefully it's not as bad as what I think, but I do think it is, so we'll have to play it by ear and see what we can do for getting this thing back on the road. Worried. We got a long way to go. We're only 4 hours into the trip. It takes us about, calls for like 15 hours. In this thing, it's usually like 18. So we got about another 12 hours to go, and we got a lot of hills, a lot of mountains. I'm hoping it's something simple, but I don't know. It was dying on us and shutting off, and got a fairly new lift pump on it from Cummins, so I don't know. We'll see what it ends up being, but he's on his way now. Well, we have some unfortunate news. It is the injection pump, so we cannot find one. We spent hours. Thank you to everybody that's reached out and helped trying to find us an injection pump. Thank you guys so much. I've had several local people reach out. They're trying to help us out, get an injection pump. We had a couple people stop by. People went to their shop, see if they had one, look at the inventory. So I just want to give a big shout out to everybody. You guys are all so helpful. Made a Facebook post. Unfortunately, this pump is very, very, very hard to get. So what we're going to do is, we have a plan. What we're going to do is, Easton's already set up camp here.
Yeah, I'm going to live here for a couple weeks.
Our good friend, Garrett, or Cletus McFarland, as you guys know him. He's got a little YouTube channel, you've probably seen him. He said, brother, come and grab the toter and get your stuff to Indy so you can get the Ultimate Callout Challenge. He said, I can't have my boy not making it. So I'm like, almost brought me to tears because we are literally dead in the water right now. I have so much stuff like merch and other stuff in here. My dually is nowhere near big enough to fit everything that we have. We don't have a hotel, we don't have anything. So huge shout out to him for helping us out. We're gonna rip back, grab that, and we're gonna head to the Ultimate Callout Challenge. And we'll be back in a few hours. I'm gonna leave Easton here. He's gonna get some sleep, and he'll take the first leg in the morning because I'll be up all night getting the toter and driving it back. It'll take me about 6 or 7 hours. So that's the goal, guys. Go get a rental car, have this thing towed to a friend's place up here, and then just, I don't know. We have a lot going on. So again, man, thank you so much, dude. I really appreciate it. So we're hopping in a rental car to go to the airport. No, we're hopping in an Uber to go to the airport to grab a rental car, going back to Bradenton, and we're coming back. See you in a little bit, buddy.
Hey, if you had that little helicopter still.
Should if we would have won that. Shut up. All right, we'll see you guys in a few. So we've had one heck of a day. 2 days. I think we're going like
a month, whatever it's
hour 30 something now. Been rough. So we got our toter. My boy Cleet hooked it up, man. Thank you so much, dude.
You told me you bought that.
Yes, we did. Yeah. So we got the toter here. We made the Ultimate Callout Challenge. We are here. The drag truck is here. The Burnout truck is here. We are here. Everything's here. We got our merch booth getting set up right now. It's about midnight on Thursday night. We were supposed to be here by noon today, so we have a 12-hour delay is pretty much where we're at. We had about a 12-hour delay, which is pretty much correct. We were 3 hours from home. I hopped in a rental car, got an Uber to the airport, got a rental car, drove the rental car home, grabbed the toter, and then drove the toter back. And then, yeah, it was, give or take 6-hour delay there, plus sitting there for 4 hours, plus some other stuff, unloading and loading, and a lot of stuff. Anyways, we're here at Ultimate Callout Challenge. We're ready to get this weekend started. We're going to get some sleep. 8 a.m. is the driver's meeting for 670 class, well, for all the ODSS racing. And and then our first qualifier is at 9:30. So hopefully we keep this up, pull off what we did the other day, get a 670 on this thing, and go send it tomorrow. Hopefully Friday is a good day. So let's see what happens in qualifying tomorrow. And I don't know if we're gonna do 2 burnout contests or not. We have to talk to the promoter, see if we're allowed. But we made it, guys. I was wanting to film more, but honestly, we were smoked today. There was so much going on, just smoked. So, but we did make it, and let's see what tomorrow holds. Day 1 of Ultimate Callout Challenge. Good news, bad news. Bad news is we got rain last night into this morning, so it delayed everything. So we're delayed a few hours right now, but we got the truck teched in. Everything is good. We got to make a couple changes for next time, but we met the requirements for this time. So we're going to do that and then hit up our first round of qualifying, which is coming up here shortly. Do some qualifying on the truck, make sure it's dialed in still, and we should be good to go. But right now we're putting nitrous in it, getting everything ready. Our booth is set up. Danielle's slinging merch today, setting everything, getting it going. And we also found out that we are able to do the burnouts 2 days in a row. So we'll be able to do the burnout contest tonight. It's put on by a different person than tomorrow night, which is really cool. So we get to have a kind of a test rip tonight and then a full send for tomorrow. All right, guys, we're gonna get the staging lanes, start with qualifying. Let's see if we can keep this thing in that 670 range. And we got 3 qualifying rounds today as long as weather permits and timing permits. And tomorrow we will start eliminations. So let's get the first round qualifying. We made it in the staging lanes. Ready to do the first round of qualifying. Hopefully the truck acts the same. Usually it's a little slower when it's colder. So we're gonna hopefully get some heat in the motor right now, get it up to temp, but it seems like diesels, turbo trucks, when you kind of heat soak them, they get a little faster. So this first pass, not stressing it. As long as we're in the very low 7s or high 6s, we should be fine. Hopefully it does good.
So Justin is pulling up for first round of qualifying. Everything got delayed this morning. This was supposed to be at 9 o'clock. It's about noon now. Let's see what this thing's got.
Hopefully as close as we can get to it. See what she's got.
Not bad for a first run. Everything looks like it stayed together. Very good.
All right, here we go. Sluggish off the line. I ended up running a 6.882. I'm sorry, a 6.808. So we were definitely a little sluggish. 1.64 60 foot, 104 miles an hour. That was all me. I came off the line, didn't spray the nitrous. So it's a lot to remember, especially for an ET class. I got a lot to do. I'm going to try to be as consistent as possible. We'll see. So let's go back, check everything over. The pass was good. It was pretty consistent for not spraying off the line. So hopefully I can do a second qualifying run and pick up on that and make it a little bit better.
So how'd it feel?
Felt good. I forgot to spool up off the line, so I got to remember to do that. For an ET class, it's a lot to remember to do when you're supposed to be consistent. But once it gets in my head, I think it'll be dialed in. That's why we're testing today. That's why we're qualifying today. So reaction time, terrible. 60 foot, 1.644, and to the 8th was a 6.0 8:08, which we're right there. Last time we tried to run this class, we ran like a 7 something. So I want to see how the qualifying order is. We just got to get down that 670 range. I think we can be in the top 16 to be in elimination. So hopefully we make it to eliminations. That's the biggest thing. That'll be a big step up from any other year. Maybe we did make it to elimination. We got out first round, I think. Actually, I think we did make it to eliminations one year.
Maybe.
So that's where we're at, guys. First pass, we're going to take the bottle out, weigh it, see how much we used. We're not sure how much nitrous we're using per run yet, so we want to see how much we used, and then check the truck over, get it cooled down, and get it back ready to run. It's going to be a couple hours before we run our next round, so let's go, guys. So we don't know how we did in Q1 yet. I don't know where we're placed. We don't have any of the stuff from that, but we're out to go for Q2 right now. Hopefully, if I remember to spool it properly, we can maybe get a 670 out of this thing and be in that top 16 we need to be in. Let's see how we do in Q2.
So Justin's pulling back up for his second qualifying pass. They just said he's already qualified number 11. We didn't know that, so that's cool to know.
Justin wisely stayed on the line, so he made your time slip there.
Okay, yeah, so he's gonna get the stage.
Good pass. 675 with an iron.
675. Absolutely. Yes.
Justin
That
Hildebrand
puts
to
us up
number
higher
8.
in the numbers.
Nitrous and lockup, remember that. Nitrous, lockup, nitrous, lockup. Whew. Good to have a bracket truck where you have to hit all the buttons and switches. Really makes you work for it. Clicked off a 675 at 103. We got the nitrous on the launch that time. The lockup was working great. I'm not sure what happened. I gotta ask them. They timed me out. I have to figure that out and see why they did that. I don't know if I was in staging. I was in pre-stage, and then I went to staging, and all of a sudden I got a red light. I was trying to be proactive on so people didn't have to wait on me. But let's go back to the pit. We'll check the whole thing over. We'll talk about it. Let's pull the data off the truck and we'll go from there. All right, round 2 of qualifying went way better. Went a 6.75 at 103 miles an hour. Pretty good. There's still some guys running closer to that 670 range, which is where we want to be. But a 675 I can live with. Apparently we're qualified 8th right now. We got one more qualifying run to do. Really, for me, it's more of a practice run. They're taking top 16, so we're qualified, but I really want to get the practice in so we can obviously be faster. We'd like to get as close to 670 as we can. We already ran a 672. Shouldn't be a problem to do that again, and that'll get us higher up on the board. And then when we come into the eliminations, if I run a 672 or a 670, that's going to put me against a guy that's further back. So hopefully I'll be able to beat him in the long run. So, all right, guys, one more pass for the day, and we'll see how we do. We've already qualified in for the final show. Let's hope we can keep it up. So we're on round 3 of qualifying. This is our last qualifying run to put us in our running order for the top 16. We're currently qualified 8th place, which is awesome. We are gonna go do another pass. Even though we're already qualified, I wanna make sure the truck's good. I wanna make sure everything's right. And I wanna learn some time in that other lane. Put one more pass in the left lane instead of the right. And also, if somebody runs, 8 guys could pop me out, so I don't want that to happen. So try to get deeper up into the qualifying, hopefully qualify closer to first, and ready to go. Let's get this thing done. So qualifying round number 3, and we'll see how we do in the final top 16.
So Justin is pulling up for his 3rd qualifying. last pass was a 6.75. Well, that stinks. That stinks.
Myself up. I was trying to make it where I didn't hit that 7-second mark, and I might have done that myself. I don't know. I'm not real sure right now. But either way, we did a worse time, so we're gonna stay, and I think we still got 16, but I was hoping to move up further up the ladder. Not sure. Yeah, so that was on me. 6.9 is what we ran, so we're gonna stick with our second qualifying pass. I came up there, I didn't want to screw up like the first time, or the second time when I went up, 7-second limit. Apparently I went past that, but I don't know. I'm gonna have to ask them because I don't think I did. I was still in pre-staging. I bumped in the stage. I didn't get a good clip of it. That's why I didn't put it in the video. But either way, so I kind of spooled up early. Took that guy forever to get in the line and spool, and I think I just built so much heat and boost, and everything was sitting there, and when I launched, it just spun the tires and obviously screwed the whole run up. So hopefully I won't do that again, especially when it counts tomorrow. But I believe that we are still qualified. When I know what we qualified, I'll let you, but I think we're still gonna be in that, you know, up there in the qualifying. Hopefully we didn't bump back to like 16 or something. Hoping I can stick where I was, because a lot of guys are right there on the threshold where they might have bumped me back to 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th. Which means I'll be going with a guy that's qualified a lot better. So either way, qualifying is done. Let's see what we qualified, and elimination start tomorrow. But for now, our focus is this guy, the burnout truck.
Time to do burnouts.
The burnout truck. It's time to do a burnout. We're gonna do a burnout tonight, kind of a test burnout for tomorrow, and then tomorrow we are letting this thing have it, because we got a big break and we have a lot of time to fix it if it breaks.
Yeah, that's very true.
Not really. We don't need to break it, but we're gonna send it tomorrow. But
we got
tonight,
all the way till Connecticut.
This is a test burnout. Oh, I forgot about Connecticut's a week away, or a month away, 2 weeks away.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
No.
Like a month.
Month and a half.
Yeah.
Month and a half. All right, cool. Let's go do some burnouts. Well, I just called the burnout comp for Friday. The rain's getting too bad. People are leaving. They said, look, you know, there's not really a point in doing burnouts. We need to just save it for tomorrow. So tomorrow they're going to do a big monster burnout contest. I saw so many trucks here. It's pretty insane. But there's a lot of burnout trucks. Unfortunately, we're going back to the trailer. We didn't get to do a burnout. It'd been cool to do it 2 nights in a row, but I guess we'll save it all for tomorrow. That's all we can do is save it for tomorrow and make things happen. As you can see, we have no windshield wipers, so we're doing what we can. I don't want to hit anything. We ended up qualifying 10th place for the 670 class. We dropped a couple spots because that last run I screwed up and I didn't run a faster time. So hopefully I can be dialed in for the morning and get a good pass first thing in the morning, get through eliminations, and hopefully get some good racing tomorrow. I hope I don't go out first round, but you know, at least we made it to the top 16 this time. All right, so now that everything's canceled because of the rain, it quit raining. Which one does a wheelie?
The lithium one right here.
Which one's the lithium one?
This one.
Said this one does a wheelie. Let's see it. Will it do a wheelie? Wait, with nobody on the back? I don't know, man. No? Dude, so you're saying he's gonna beat you in a race?
It definitely would beat us in a race.
Oh, yeah. What if you just get the hit? What if you like get the hit and then?
We need. Well, you saw how it took off. This thing good as go. We need 4 carts.
Let's see. Oh my! Oh. I feel like you let out on that one, dude. Unreal. That last wheelie was kind of weak.
Hold it this time.
He says hold it. We should get a golf cart. What do you think?
Yeah, we should.
So I figured out why our follower count is down. This has been something that's on my mind. I saw a little bit ago. So
Is it because you can't teach your wife how to ride a dirt bike?
Probably.
babe, we don't put our Instagram tag on anything. We don't have our Instagram tag on our trucks. That's why our follower count's down.
That's literally Truck Show 101.
We don't have our Instagram tags with an underscore. Like, we don't have any of that. 2 underscores, actually. You couldn't even do 1. You had to do 2.
I think it's more the gold.
But
and
that's why
the
everyone-
green and the gold.
That's why everyone knows who Greg A is.
This truck doesn't even run, and he still has more followers. This is ridiculous. This thing.
That's embarrassing.
We need that. Like, we got to get some of those made.
I think it might have something to do with like the
Easton,
Ford thing.
Easton,
you know,
Look, Easton, so the reason that we're
He
down
needs
on
to-
followers
he needs
is
back
because we don't have our name on the back of the
Just
truck.
to make it fair, we'll scratch all this off.
golly, that's like a whole week's paycheck for you, buddy.
Damn,
2
dude.
weeks paycheck.
Look, dude, look.
Wow.
Whoa.
Hey, this is real.
Hey,
He gets good
honey.
stickers.
He's my
No,
long
they
lost
legit
brother.
look like brothers.
Every time your shit's broke down, it's my little long lost brother right
He
here.
just sends me some money. I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, man.
I
It
got
just
you.
wouldn't make it this
I
weekend.
planted him in his life.
Could you get me a dirt bike?
He's gonna definitely get you a dirt bike. Even better yet, he's gonna teach you how to drive it.
Well,
Ride it.
we just got out of the hospital recently with some injuries. We don't need you in the hospital.
Because you
know
broke
what?
your pinky on your Burnout truck.
That's
There
it.
it is. Cut.